Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have a super special guest and his car here with me today. I got Howard back here and we have a beautiful Lotus Emira. In this video, we're gonna show a few things about the car that you probably didn't know about. All right, we're gonna start off on the interior of this bad boy. And Howard, tell us about some of the fun things you found in here.
Yeah, the first thing is that Lotus installed a charge port right up here near behind the mirror, or in front of the mirror rather. And that you can use to wire up a dash cam or a radar detector, and then you don't have to run a bunch of wires throughout your car to get power up here. The second thing is there's sort of an unknown little cubby storage hole, which is right in here. It's a little hidden away, you can't really see it. There's more storage here. This is actually your shift linkage, which you can see move and see the action of the shifter.
Right through there, that's so cool.
Kind of hard to see when you're driving, but it is there. There's a very small storage compartment here in the center. I wouldn't recommend putting your key fob in there because it'll slide down in and you won't be able to get it out. But it is perfect for your cell phone. The cell phone will go in and it won't slide all the way in there. So a nice little cubby hole there.
All right, here we are back in the trunk. The first thing I noticed was a sticker back here, which I thought was pretty funny. There's a maximum allowable mass you can put back here. So it's got a nice long storage area for you.
Yeah, it comes with your safety road hazard triangle and a tire inflator fix-a-flat kit.
Nice.
No spare tire, obviously. Lotus does provide you with a trickle charger, and the best way I think to use that is to hardwire it so that you're not sitting there trying to take this cover off every time and fit the clips on there. Okay. There's two twisties, just untwist these guys, use a tool, pull the cover off. You're going to want to remove this piece. Which is a little bit of you need to wrestle it just a little bit to get that off. But what I did here was you can just twist off, or use a wrench to loosen up, just twist off each of those. You don't need to disconnect the battery if you're careful. Twist that off there. You've got a similar one way back here for the negative side. Because of this wire, you can actually fit it in here. I had to take the cover off of the fuse to fit it in, but it will fit right in there very neatly. Then you can put this, it's a tight fit, but you can put your cover on. This comes out the back, and then you'll notice this is where you're gonna plug it into your trickle charger. It's gonna go all the way back here. No, well, oh yeah.
There you go.
So it goes on the outside, like that, and you're secure. When you put this back on, you do want to make sure that you pull up the floor mat first. It actually is going to go under what I call the floor mat of your trunk. There's a tab in the back that needs to go in. And make sure this is out. Put these two guys back on, and that's all nice and tidy. Another little foible of the Lotus, the trunk and the engine cover is if you just put it down very gently and it latches, you'll try to pull it up, but if it's not securely latched, you'll find out later on that you can't pull it up. You can try the trunk fob, nothing happens. You can press the button inside to release the trunk and nothing happens. You can't get it open. If that's the case, you just need to make sure that you give it a good firm, make sure it is fully latched, then go back, use your remote. Definitely will hear that sound. That means it's been released. Then you can open it up. Oh, very nice. This apparently happens to a lot of Lotus owners.
Yes, oh man, it's a beautiful little engine there, isn't it?
So there are a few things you can access through the engine compartment, but first you're going to need to remove some of this plastic shrouding. You want to remove the piece that's to the front of the car first, based on the way it's laid out. Just take a little bit of strength and pop it up. I'm gonna come over here to this side. Also, you can pop it up. If you're only doing the oil, there's a little access door here, which you just lift up and you can reach your oil filler cap, which is right below there. Just gonna take this whole thing off again, like that. Again, pop this up. There are two supports in the front, so you wanna pull on it a little bit. Undo that, and then it just lifts out.
Nice. All kinds of access back here now. Oh, spark plug.
Same thing here. This piece comes off also. Once you've got the front piece off, the back piece out, pull up, undo it, undo it. And then one here and one there.
Nice. Much easier than the Boxster.
And we will show a link to a diagram which shows what all these different fluids are that you can access here. There's about 6 different things that you can access when you remove everything from the engine cover.
Cool. All right, so we got a dipstick down here. You need to check your oil.
Looks like we got a pretty good fuel level there.
Beautiful.
And it's nice and clean.
How many miles are on this thing now?
About 1,700.
Wow, not bad.
It's already taken it on a few road trips up into the mountains.
Very nice. So after we pulled this cover off, one of these pieces was stuck here. So we just had to pull it out. It's supposed to just pop into this little rubber piece, and the threaded end goes into the other part. And all of these are just little rubber grommets that you can pop out of here and push back in case they come out. And these just thread straight into here. So yeah, I guess somebody at the factory got tired and didn't want to twist it all the way in.
We're going to reinstall the shroud, and so we're going in reverse order. I'm just going to put these back in. Make sure it's seated. That's popped in. That's in. And this piece, we're gonna take the 2 horizontal
ball joint guys.
ball joint guys up against the firewall. Make sure they're seated. Push, push. And then push there, push there.
Toolless removal, toolless install. Very nice.
Everything's back in place. Right here, and
go.
give it a little speed.
Ta-da.
There you're shot. Some people have asked, they see this little knob down here beneath the mirror, and they ask if it's a switch or something, or not. It is not any kind of a switch. There's no need to push it or pull on it. That is just the sensor for your outdoor thermometer. So that reading on your thermometer appears on the bottom right side of your instrument panel, but it's not a switch.
It's a little temperature sensor.
Yep. There's been a lot of questions online about the front hood. There is no storage under here, but there are some important items you might want to get to, such as the brake fluid reservoir. This piece will come up. It does have 2 hinges, one here, and it will come up. But you've got to do a little disassembly. There's several bolts that need to come undone, then it will tilt forward. This might be beneficial if you're having a PPF wrap put on your car, or ceramic coating or anything like that, so they can get to all these panels. Also, when they wrap it around, you want to give them as much access to work with the materials that they can. This car has PPF on it, and my installer specifically asked that we take this out. So we'll show you how to do that. There's a little cover here. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. Pop this off. Don't pull on it too hard because there's a plastic tether to keep it in place. So just let that flop down. Then we're going to need a T38.
T30.
There's 2 bolts here. We want to do the one that's on top. It's angled for easy access. Actually, I don't think you could even get the wrench on it, the other one. So it's a T30. Sorry, it's a T30, T30.
They're torqued down really tight, so it's gonna take a little crack to get it open the first time. You're just gonna take it all the way out. This is what it looks like. We took the one off of the other side already.
There's also a cover in the middle. Again, it's got either side you can access it from with the flathead, pull that out. And again, T30 right there. So 3 total bolts that will need to come out. You can immediately tell it's gonna come.
Yeah, as soon as you take the first one out, it's gonna be really loose. All right, so there are 2 hinges.
I don't know if there's a stop to hold this up.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh yes, I believe there is.
Oh, little rod, that looks like a little, looks like it could be a little rod. Yeah.
About right there.
Oh, yeah.
There
I
is.
bet there's something in there.
So,
learn as we go.
so this goes right down here, and from the bottom, drop it down a little bit, drop it down, and there it goes.
It's in there.
So,
Beautiful.
it doesn't look like there's much under here. Of course, got our fan and radiator. This is all part of the aerodynamics. So this came up with, so everything comes out of here, goes out either the side or out here to the windshield. But what we're looking for here is our brake fluid reservoir. Turn that counterclockwise, and we'll see what's under here. Gotta pull this up. We'll show how to put this back on. Here's your brake fluid reservoir. Again, we're gonna need to access this, undo the cap, and release that pressure if we need to push the calipers back.
That is a massive radiator and fan. Looks like that's the cabin filter right there. That's easy to get to if you need to replace that. Let's see what's behind this other cover.
Not too hard to get to.
Might be your engine air filter, actually.
So these fasteners are 90-degree fasteners. So they go in, you want to make sure they're lined up the way you want to go in. This one's lined up this way, this one's lined up horizontally, this one's lined up that way. Pop them all in and then twist them, and they should lock in place. Go under this? Yeah, because the water's got to flow down through here as it comes off the windshield.
All right, so tell us about these fog lights.
So the mythical fog lamps, there is a small switch right here, and you can press it, but absolutely nothing happens. Again, it's this one I'm talking about right here. It's got a little fog lamp, universal fog lamp symbol, but there are no fog lamps front or rear as far as we can find on this car. The switch does absolutely nothing. Nothing lights up on the dash. And we haven't been able to find anything online. However, if anyone can find out if there are fog lamps on a Emira, front or rear, please post up and below and let us know.
Yes, comment below if you know what that button does. All right, hopefully you guys found this helpful. This is such a beautiful, beautiful car. I'm so glad that it is on the channel. So if you guys subscribed, follow along, and hopefully we'll have this thing back in the garage in the future to do some more stuff on it. So thanks for bringing it over, Howard, and we'll see you guys on the next video.